Welcome back, everyone. I am so glad to see your faces. Welcome to session 2. I am thrilled that you are here. Welcome back into my home, into my Compassion Camp setup. Like I said, I am thrilled to welcome you guys all back. So let's go ahead and get started with session 2. I'm so excited. So if you guys remember back to session 1, we talked all about compassion and what being compassionate is like. And we also talked about empathy. And empathy is when you see someone laugh or cry. Do you remember I yawned? And we can think in our brains how that person might be feeling. So let's go ahead and get started with session 2. So being compassionate is not always easy. Sometimes you have to take risks in order to ease somebody's hurt or suffering. And we can be brave to jump in, share, protect, and speak up for others. So what I want you guys to do as we begin is I want you to help me finish these sentences about how people can be brave. So I want you guys to try to think. You can maybe write them down or talk amongst yourselves about how each person can be brave. So let's get started. So let's say Mia has some extra food in her pantry. She can be brave and, I wonder how Mia can be brave. She has some extra food in her pantry. How do you think Mia can be brave? Let's move on to the next one. Taylor is a lifeguard. And a lifeguard is maybe somebody who sits by a pool and makes sure people sit by a pool, or maybe they're at the beach, and they make sure that people can swim okay. So Taylor is a lifeguard, and when she sees someone struggling in the water, Taylor can be brave and, I wonder how Taylor can be brave. How do you guys think Taylor can be brave? She's a lifeguard and she sees someone struggling. Did you guys think of how Taylor can be brave? Let's move on to the next one. Jaden sees a friend picking on a younger child. So Jaden sees somebody that is kind of being a bully to a younger child. Jaden can be brave and, I wonder what Jaden can do that can show bravery. What can Jaden do? Let's go on to the next one. Sam notices the teacher never calls on Kai by the name they prefer. So Sam notices that there's a teacher, and this teacher never calls Kai by the name they prefer. Sam can be brave and, what can Sam do to be brave? I wonder, can you think of a way that Sam can be brave? Let's move on to the next one. Miss Perez notices her students are restless and need a break. Miss Perez can be brave and, I wonder how Miss Perez can be brave. She sees her students are restless and they kind of need a break. You guys ever felt like that? I know sometimes I feel restless and need a break. Miss Perez can be brave and, what can Miss Perez do that can show bravery? I wonder. And this is the last one. Dr. Nguyen hears some people need medical care but can't afford it. So maybe they're not feeling good, but they can't afford to go to the doctor. He can be brave and, how can Dr. Nguyen be brave? So I want you guys to think about that. Talk about some ways that you guys think that these different people, these different stories of how these people can be brave. So we're learning this week all about bravery. And something that is important to remember about bravery is that it doesn't mean you won't feel scared too. It's okay to feel scared, but God gives us compassion so we feel brave enough to make choices that ease hurt for others. And we can always ask a grown-up to help too. and we can be a team and show compassion. And so sometimes our compassion helps us make brave choices. And when we do, look out. God's power can restore our communities, our friendships, and ourselves. So later, I'm going to share a video and we are going to listen. I'm going to tell you guys a story about some heavy lifting. Do you guys ever have to lift heavy stuff? And there's a massive hole and some neighbors who take a risk to help a friend. We will see how one act of bravery changed a community. So that is the beginning. Welcome to session 2. I'm so happy you all are here. And stay tuned. Coming up is the Bible story. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for joining me today.